The Mill Jazz Band is the product of a vibrant exchange of musical ideas between musicians from South Africa and Switzerland. The collaboration of the seemingly audacious pairing is a progressive charting of new musical conversations, and the multifaceted collaboration between the Swiss and Southern African musicians is set to break new records in the pairing of two distinct and yet seemingly dissimilar worlds. We are delighted to have the Mill for the very first time in the loft with us today. Here's a taste of what you can expect later. Absolutely beautiful. I was listening to your sound check earlier and you brought such an amazing energy to the loft. I feel all warm and fuzzy. Jazz is, I've never felt like that listening to jazz. So it's interesting for me because I feel like it's your take on it. Tell me about your take on jazz, the Mill's take on jazz.
Well, jazz is everyday music, and a lot of music has been informed by jazz music. 21st century music has its roots in jazz music. And we're just bringing a pairing of almost two dissimilar worlds of the North and South. And we're having a common footing here in South Africa and just sharing our experiences in the form of music, and particularly in the mode of jazz.
How did this pairing and this marriage come about?
That's a good question, because I just slept in
You snuck in there.
Yeah, yes.
Just in time.
Yeah, and I know that Mandla has been to Switzerland before. And that a lot of Swiss guys has been in South Africa as well. And the first edition of the Mill took part last year. Where we had a recording and a performance run in Johannesburg. And that's where we actually recorded our debut album, When the Wind Blows, which is actually now available on Spotify and iTunes.
Amazing, congratulations.
iTunes, thank you. And we'll be launching it at the Cape Town International
Jazz Festival.
Yes,
Yay.
and that's why we're here. And that's why,
really exciting. Yeah. But how did you guys actually meet and talk about your love for jazz and assemble this beautiful 9-piece band?
We actually met how many days ago?
2 days ago.
2 days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we actually, this is the second formation, so it's always changing. It's always breathing.
It's rotating.
It's always rotating.
Revolving
so
band.
two of the original members are here. No, actually three of them are here. And yeah, but we have Yonela Mnana, we have Marco Muller, and myself, and Siam Makuzeni, and Vuma Levine will also be joining us later.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we just met. How did we meet? Online. It's everything. Like everything happens online, and we get to hear about certain musicians that are actually on the scene in Switzerland, and they also get to hear about us and us going to festivals in Switzerland, and them coming down to South Africa actually creates a bridge for us to actually have this collaboration. Yeah. So that's what we're emphasizing on actually broadening our scope in terms of what other people are doing elsewhere, and how our sound actually also influences them, and how their sounds can also influence us.
What's the narrative, so to speak, behind your sound?
The narrative is just having fun, actually. And actually, that's why we call the album entitled When the Wind Blows, because the mill. And as you know what an idea of a mill is, it's just the structure that stands and mills either corn. And when the wind blows, obviously, then the wind turns. And if there's a high rotation of the wind, then it turns faster. If there's a so it's based on the environment and space where we are. And it just reflects our personalities, and you know that not every day are we going to be like, and
because you're quite a big band.
Yeah,
what are the relational dynamics like? Just traveling and working together, working with such huge temperamental instruments.
Oh yes, and people.
And people.
Yes.
Yeah, I can see you're an interesting bunch.
Yes, very interesting bunch, and that's how we actually get together. And I think the most important thing about us is actually making the connection, not just in the music, but in our personalities and how we approach the music making process. And it's not it's not rigid. and it's bring your own flavors, whatever you've got, whatever you actually can add to the pot. You know, it's more of a bring your own. Kind of thing, you know, whatever energies you bring, then we can have our own potluck.
Yeah.
So that's what the listeners can expect when they come check us out at the Cape Town Jazz Festival.
You're going to be performing a song for us later
Yes.
with quite an interesting, peculiar title. It's called Chicken Dust.
Chicken dust, it's a South African delicacy.
What is chicken dust?
Chicken dust! The chicken dust is what we have when we're not having Nando's or any other takeaway, or like the CFKs or whatever.
Yeah. This is sounding more and more cryptic. What is chicken dust?
Chicken dust is what you have on the side of the street. Or
It's chicken feet.
No, not chicken feet. That's walkie-talkie.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Walkie-talkie, okay.
yes, there's walkie-talkie and then there's chicken dust.
Okay.
So the chicken dust, you know, when you go to
It's a
Tembisa,
it's a spice.
but the spice is the environment, Jabo. So sometimes there's dust.
Literally.
But it informs the chicken, you know. So if without that spice, then the chicken, you can put the most expensive spice on the chicken. But if that dust is not there, it ain't chicken dust.
Wow, and I heard a snippet of the song, and it
Yes,
is magic.
sure,
It is that chicken dust magic. I hear you.
Definitely,
I hear you.
yeah.
What can people attending the jazz festival expect from your performance? What can they expect to hear?
They can expect to be surprised, to be mesmerized, to groove along, because we've got so many influences, not just jazz. We've got gospel, and we've got a bit of some classical, and we've got some folk, and we've got great singers in the form of Yonela Mnana. And we've also got Siama Kuzeni, and we've got a great guitarist by the name of Vuma Levine, and a great baritone saxophone. Actually, everybody is actually happening all around in this band.
I see this.
Yeah, so not just at the Cape Town Jazz Festivals, we'll also be doing a run of Joburg, Durban, and Cape Town.
Wonderful.
So they can check us out on the 30th of March. We're playing at the Chairman. We'll be playing also in Bryanston at the Culinary Club.
Yeah.
It's by a Michelin-rated chef by the name of Wandile Mabaso. So people can book their seats to actually expect a flavoursome...
He makes chicken dust, or?
Not yet, but the next venue that we're playing in Soweto is going to definitely have chicken dust. It's called Just Badela. It's happening on Monday, the 1st of April, April Fools.
Yeah.
Kicking off Jazz Appreciation Month.
Oh, that's so exciting. I absolutely love your sound. And I'm not just saying this because you're going to be performing in the loft. I really do love it. Yeah.
So you must check us out, download the album, tell people about it. Yes.
I will.
Definitely.
So after the break, we prepared delicious carbonara pasta with Chef Pumla. Plus, we chat to beauty influencers Lungile Tabete, Bailey Schneider, and Aisha O'Reilly about ways to keep your skin looking fresh. And remember to connect with us online and tell us which popular song would you like the Mill to jazzify. Tweet us at Afternoon Chat using the hashtag Afternoon Express, or comment on our Facebook page. We'll be right back.